Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Young Sheldon. This is a 20th episode of the first season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it's available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. Last episode I thought was interesting. Mima had a bit of screen time. Connor, she was taking Sheldon to like a university lecture class thing, and she struck it off with the teacher. Now, interestingly, he asked her out on a date, and he went, and he seemed a little bit different to the general usual person, and he reminded me a lot about Sheldon, to be honest. Obviously Sheldon in this show is a real small 9-year-old boy, but he looked like an old man type of Sheldon. And even George, the dad, when he was in discussions, was saying it reminds me a bit like Sheldon. Now, to me, it didn't look like the date was going well, but then she was kind of vibing with it. It was kind of back and forth, and I think she was on the edge of maybe leave it, one day. And then when she went back to her house, he sent her a gift. It was a bicycle. He didn't have a car. He had a bicycle himself. And, Sheldon told her that her favourite colour was purple, and he bought her a purple bicycle. And then she thought, oh, that was cute. And then she went to another class, and he was kind of like, losing his train of thought when he was trying to teach, and Sheldon sent her out. And I thought that, it looked like they're going to go on a second date. And the episode kind of ended open-ended, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if we're ever going to see him again, if they're ever going to go out on another day. And I was saying in the last episode that I do love a bit of continuity, and if they're going to end it, then she should have said, look, that's the end of us. Or, if they're going to leave it kind of open-ended, looking like they're going on a second date, are we going to get that? Or are we going to forget about the episode? Do you know what I mean? It's interesting. And we also had a bonding session between Georgie and Missy, which was pretty good as well. They worked together to complete some homework, and it's nice to see them two together. We don't usually see those scenes, so it's an interesting episode overall. But this is today's episode 20. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you do, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
I love Saturdays.
The Earth causes the same gravitational acceleration of everything. It's not often a man of science gets to say yippee-ki-yay and mean it, but...
Yippee-ki-yay.
Herschel? Hey, George, you didn't see a dog wandering around here, did you?
No?
We took him in after my brother-in-law had to go live in a gated community.
This sounds nice. They got a no pets policy?
He's in jail, George.
Right?
I've always been terrified of dogs. To me, they're nothing but big, furry question marks. In panic situations, I'd often lose consciousness. This time, I only lost my voice.
Help! Lunch is ready. Can you go get your brother?
I'm watching TV.
Just go.
What are you doing up there? Staying alive. Whose dog is this? I don't know. Get help. How did he get into the garage? Please, get help. Maybe we can keep it. I'm begging you, get help.
What kind of dog chews through wood? Y'all are feeding him, right?
Maybe he's teasing. When Billy was little, he chewed right through his playpen.
No kidding.
Only had 3 teeth. Mostly gummed it.
Is this fence window always here?
No, son, that's a new fence window.
Anybody else getting dizzy?
Why didn't you call for help?
I tried, but no sound came out.
It's nice when the kids are in bed and we can just hang out and relax.
I finally got him asleep. He's still pretty shook up.
Maybe you could start out with a small pet and work your way up, like a turtle.
He says they carry salmonella.
A gerbil?
Apparently they cause the plague.
At least this time sound came out.
Did Missy bring him in? Oh, is he actually there? I don't know. Oh, he did get in.
Pushed in a screen window.
You think he chewed through the fence again?
All I know is Sheldon's yelling at the dog and Mary's yelling at me. Now I'm looking at you in your underwear.
Keep him tied up, it won't happen again.
Y'all have a good night.
George! You are not going to believe this. Look! Their dog left a dead squirrel in our living room. What else would a dead squirrel be in my living room?
I don't know what kind of house you keep.
My house is immaculate. George, tell them.
She does keep a nice house.
Honey, it's a pretty good chance it was Bucky.
Whose side are you on?
Yours, always yours.
Go animal control.
Oh, no. You don't want to go calling animal control?
Why not?
Because you have to live next door to these people. Listen, why don't you let me talk to Brenda and just smooth things out?
Why do you think she'll listen to you?
Because people like me more than you. I see her all the time at bowling. I know how to handle her.
You know what, right? I never understand people that are like proper scared of dogs. Like, I mean, I've always been a dog guy. You know, I've always had dogs in the family ever since I was a baby. So, like, you know, it's nothing to me. I mean, some dogs are scary, and obviously I'm going to counter what I've just said. But, like, you know, if you were stood there and an Alsatian was stood in front of you and it was barking and drooling and growling, or a pit bull, do you know what I mean? Or an American bull mastiff, do you know, like, if you randomly encountered them without anybody around and he was stood there and he was barking and drooling, like I said, and growling, that's scary. But, like, I've got a little Bichon Frise, you know, like, that we got when my girlfriend's nana passed away. And, you know, he's tiny. It's literally, he's so small. He's 10 years old. It's like an old man, like, literally just runs around. And some people, like, when you're walking on the street, you know, they'll see a dog and they'll scream, and it's like, what? Like, I don't understand. Like, I understand certain situations, like I said, the big scary dogs, but, like, even little mini ones, like a Yorkshire Terrier, do you know what I mean, or a Dachshund, do you know what I mean, like, any of these dogs, some people just see and are scared instantly. Like, I actually don't feel like the dog that come in there was scary at all. Like, he literally just lay down, he's looking at Sheldon, and he's wagging his tail, and he's interested, do you know what I mean? Like, they can smell or feel fear as well, can't they? So that's maybe why he's drawn to him. But I don't know. I'm a dog person. I always swear on the side that they all just want to play, and I love them, me. Honestly, I do love them. Like I said, I've got a Bichon Frise, and we've got a cockapoodle, like, so to speak, as well. 2 cats. I'm an animal person.
Hey, Brenda, how's it going?
Your daughter's a pain in my ass. That's how it's going.
Oh, let me buy you a drink and we'll talk about this. I'm more on your side than you think. Brenda, this is by far the best bowling alley margarita in town. He has a tough job raising those 3 kids, with one of them being, you know, somewhat special. And I know you know how stressful it is, seeing as how you have your own child who is special in his own way. Presented you and Herschel with some challenges.
There's a weird kid in the neighborhood. It's your grandson.
Okay, see now, Brenda, you don't want to go calling my grandson weird when I've just treated you to a margarita grande.
Well, I'm sorry, but you shouldn't be inferring there's something wrong with my Billy.
Darling, there's no inferring. I've seen the boy sitting in the dirt, eating his own belly button lint.
Oh.
Really? I ripped a big patch of hair out of her head.
I want to be just like you when I grow up.
No, you don't.
Again.
Excuse me, Miss Hutchins.
Hey, Sheldon.
Can you recommend any books on overcoming phobias?
That's in the self-help section. I read this one to help with my haphophobia.
Ah, fear of being touched. I have that too.
Premise of the book was that phobias were overcome by taking incremental steps toward confronting the phobia in question.
I was hoping you might have 1 or 2 dogs under anesthesia that I might come by and pet.
Who are you talking to?
The Medford Veterinary Clinic. Oh, that's too bad. How about a small, fluffy one that's recently died of old age?
Enough. Sorry.
Sheldon's always going to keep you running round and round and round in circles, isn't he? He's a tough kid to predict, honestly. Every day is a new challenge with him.
Now, it says here in Mark 12:31 that you should love your neighbor as yourself.
How do we love our neighbors when our moms hate each other?
Who does your mom hate?
Your mom?
Hey, my mom hates your mom. Small world.
Yes, Billy.
My mom's not crazy about you either.
Just love your neighbor.
There's no problem here, other than these 2 thinking that they're better than me.
I don't think it. I know it.
I gave your mother a good smack, and I can give you one too.
That's big talk from somebody with a comb over.
In my
The makeup
life,
on her is
I've
good.
often been accused of being a physical coward. And for the most part, those accusations are correct. But there have been times when I've shown great courage.
Please be a good dog. Please.
Now, oftentimes when we don't like someone, what's happening is we see something in them that we don't like in ourselves.
I'm doing it.
I'm sorry for the unkind things I said to you.
Me too.
I'm sorry for the things I said, and, you know, what happened at the bowling alley. I think this came out of your head.
That's quite a lot of hair, to be fair.
I think Jesus might go check that out.
I'm proud of him for trying to overcome that damn dog phobia.
You should tell him that.
If he ever leaves that bathroom, I will.
You say his owner's in the slammer?
Yeah. Wonder what kind of fella he is.
Oh, they use the same stuff in the hair.
I guess we'll never know. A little something to help you get over your fear of animals. A pet fish.
Why?
Well,
This song's so good.
Start small and then work your way up.
Fish are kind of boring. I know, isn't it great?
Baby, what's wrong?
I tried to pet fish. I was so slimy.
Maybe he was just trying to give you a kiss.
No, he hates me. I never want to see him again.
It's definitely gonna bite him.
Son of a bitch.
Dad killed my fish.
You be fine.
Sinking to the bottom.
Oh, George.
The end. That was decent. Quite a funny ending, to be honest. Mate, I love that song. I wish that I knew what I know now. Mate, it is a tune that when I was younger. Oh, mate, old songs are the best, you know. Do you ever actually sit here and in like today's age and think, mate, in 20, 30 years, right, when I'm, well, 60, crazy, am I going to be looking back and thinking, yo, these Cardi B tunes, these Megan Thee Stallions, you know what I mean? These Chance the Creators or whatever they called, like, oh, these are top tunes, these, let's get these. Nah, you're not. You're not going to go, like, I personally don't think, like, you go back here, let's put some AC/DC on, let's put some Bon Jovi on, do you know what I mean? Like, all these good stuff, Aerosmith, mate, I know I'm naming rock bands here, but like, you know, there's still pop songs that are good as well, you know what I mean? You can still stick Kylie Minogue on, you know what I mean? You can still stick Mariah Carey, like, songs that last, literally, 80s, 90s, Boy George, you know what I mean? The Culture Club, like, all the old school things are sick, you know what I mean? George Michael, top jaw. Michael Jackson, you can keep going, you know, even all the way back to like 60s, Elvis, you know what I'm saying? Like bangers after bangers, where you look at today, it's like, mate, they're not even good. Like, these shit out there, let's be honest, they really are. But, you know, I remember when I first got, well, like I said, I've had dogs all my life, but remember when I first got a goldfish, you know, I won it at a fair, and honestly, it lasted, I actually won two, and they lasted for about 8 years. I'm not even joking. And I got them when I was dead young. I called them Tom and Jerry. That's how young I was, you know. Cartoons, I loved Tom and Jerry at the time. And yeah, like when I touched them, they was proper slimy. I remember like getting these, like used to feed them, drop like these little flakes in, and they always used to like dash to the top. They was loving it. I remember as well, you know, as a kid, a little bit of responsibility. You get the goldfish tank, pour all the water in, move all the stones out, get the rocks out and clean them. Do you know what I mean? I had to get the fish out in this like little sieve thing and put them in another bowl and put them back. You know, it is good. I think it teaches kids a little bit of responsibility. And then we moved away up. I had a little hamster, a white one called Snowy. And we had that for ages as well. He had a little ball that he used to dash around on the floor in. You know what I mean? And then obviously when he passed away, stayed with the dog then. It was more like, right, you can go outside now, take him for walks, do this, do that. Mate, I absolutely love pets. I just think it just makes everything better. You know what I mean? Like, it gives a little bit of response. Like, every day I come home and I got to take him out. You know what I mean? Like, I get up in the morning, an hour before work, take him for a walk. And then obviously I come home straight away, boom, take him back out again. Even if it's rain, snow, sun, whatever, he's still going out, stinking the house out as well, because when he gets wet, he smells. But it's responsibilities, isn't it? You know, I couldn't think of anything better than having pets in the life. I love pets more than humans. And, you know, they do know when you're here as well. You know, I could walk in the house while he was in the garden, for example, and I could go upstairs and sit down and make no noise. And then when he comes inside the house, he can smell that I've come in the door. And he's running around like I can hear him running across all the hard floors, you know what I mean, trying to find me. And it's like, they've got such a strong nose, and it would make sense that obviously, like, if next door I've got his brother's dog who's used to putting some sort of product in his hair, and now he's gone away, that he can smell it again around here, and he's drawn to Sheldon. And it's good as well for Sheldon, to be honest, that he overcome like a fear, because it is scary. You know, everybody has fears, and overcoming them, whether it's something simple about petting a dog, you know, can I pet that dog? Or literally like, I don't know, spiders or skyscrapers or heights or whatever, you know what I mean? Doing it is a lot harder than actually saying it, so fair play to him. Okay, that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You know, more beefing with the neighbours. Not just Mary this time, you know, Mima as well. You know, it's interesting. Mima is interesting. I actually like her character. I feel like she's unpredictable as well. She's always up for well, it seems like she's up for a scrap, and do you know what I mean? She's always like, she's the one that's always looking like she's having the best time. So she's always having a laugh. she's always doing stuff, you know, bowling, going out, and she don't want to look after the kids, you know what I mean? She just wants to have a good time, and obviously she's gone. She tried to resolve some sort of beef between them, ended up getting in a fight herself. And to be honest, she did call Billy special, but he is a little bit special. He's different. I like him. He makes me laugh, and he's so simple. Like, I actually feel like if the whole world was full of Billys, we'd all be in a nice chill place. Like, if you look at him, he looks like he's got no hate to anybody. You know what I mean? He looks like he's just having a good time. He's friendly, and he's literally no problems in the world. And I actually love people like that. And obviously you got Sheldon on the other side, on the other kind of side of special, in terms of, you know, he's different, and you could class him special in that way as well. But he's also like special in terms of intellectual and being smart and way advanced than everybody else. And you know, Mima's had a fight. She got a black eye. She pulled the hair out next door. To be honest, the makeup department done it really well. It was like all purple when it first happened, and then later on when he was talking to Pastor, like it was like brown. You could tell that it was kind of, you know, getting better, but like the makeup was still good. I always enjoy a good makeup department. You know, I think it's an underrated job to make everything believable, because without them, cuts and bruises, bumps and scrapes, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't believe that anything's actually happened. So I've got to give them a shout out. And again, I thought it was another interesting episode. I liked it. And what are we now? Like 2 episodes away from the end. I have no idea actually how we're going to finish like the first season. Are we going to leave it on a cliffhanger to like go into next season with like, what's going on? What's going on? New character may be introduced or whatnot. I actually have no idea, because logically thinking about it, like, what story have we actually told this season? Like, we haven't really told anything. There's not really been any progression. There's been episode by episode. That's how I feel like the season is, and that's not slagging it off at all. Like, you know, it's not as if like somebody's got in a relationship at the start of the season, and as you progress through, you can see their relationship building and bonding. You know, you like, come on, get back together or whatever. It's just more like, this is Sheldon, he's in school and he's just doing school. You know what I mean? It's just episode after episode, and I can't really see current story lines going here, there, and everywhere. But like, I'm interested to see what we do though, because I can't see that, and how we finish the season. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. Thanks for checking out today's episode though. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.